Hey everybody, this is Kyle, aka Moronic Cow from this XboxLive.com, and today you'll be getting a video review of Assassin's Creed 2. And just to give you a little backstory, this is pretty much a um, direct sequel off of Assassin's Creed, but you're taking the place as a different character that slowly uncovers the mystery, I guess, of the Assassin's Creed. Um, the game, just from my opinion, the first one, I played the first one, and it was just brutal. It was very repetitive, very just insanely difficult, at least for my opinion. I'm not very good at stealth games at all, and it just seemed like it just was out to get me. That game was. I ended up getting frustrated at the point where I just gave up on the game. And this game I actually was able to complete 100%, which was kind of exciting. Um, I mean, from achievement perspective, I wasn't able to get the 1,000, but what I've got is just basically just grinding now. Right now I've got Altair's armor, which is in the main character of Assassin's Creed. This Assassin's Creed 2 is centered around Ezio in Italy, and they've really done a good job with the combat, as you see right there. There's a little, sometimes it's a little off, but it is Ubisoft, so they can make good games, but they aren't perfect, like an Infinity Ward would do. So I just found that the combat was a little bit easier. Some of the kill motions are really cool. I really enjoyed those. The way they did the health and the armor and stuff like that. Obviously, I have the best armor right now, and you can see my health bar is just huge. But you start off with, I think, like 4 or 5 health bars, and it can be challenging at some parts, especially getting down the climbing. The climbing isn't 100% there, but I really do think they did a good job with this game. Everything pretty much that was in Assassin's Creed, except for the repetitiveness, is back in Assassin's Creed 2, including some new stuff like the double blades, as well as there's a upgrade for a pistol that I thought was very interesting. So that's fun to use. You've also got a poison hitting blade, where if you stick there long enough, if you don't get him from behind, you actually he starts going insane. The poison starts getting to him, and that's always fun to kind of mess around with. Aside from that, you've got smoke bombs, which are pretty cool to play around with. These heralds are pretty cool as well. If you've got some notoriety, which is you can tell by the top left-hand corner if it's red. You can actually go bribe one of these guys, and you'll lose some notoriety. Also, there's posters all around, and eventually, once you clear the area, you'll have a chance to get a cape, and you don't have any notoriety. But there's the bomb, and then now I'm coming in and cleaning up. But I think they honestly did a lot better job. If you didn't like Assassin's Creed 2 like myself, I would definitely give this game a try. There's a host of different ways to complete missions. If you're having trouble, there's people that you can hire to kind of distract the guards. If you're having trouble getting past a guard or so, you can send them to distract them, and then they'll move away, and you can do that. These guys, the guy that you saw right there is normally, if you don't have upgraded weapons, really tough to take down. He is just a pain in the butt when it comes to that. They're almost like Templars on steroids. let's see if I can go to kind of my quote-unquote home and show you a couple different things that Assassin's Creed 2 has, as far as, you know, the like money-making options. You saw earlier in the video that you can that there was like a chest that I had money in, and basically you come to a point in the story where you kind of take over this town, and you can it costs money, but you can do upgrades to this town, and as you upgrade it more, of course, more people will come and spend money in your town, and therefore give you money, and that is stored in a chest that is looked after by your sister, and you see it periodically. I think it will tell you how much you gain per 20 minutes, but you'll see it periodically pop up, and I think my max is 55,000 that I can have in there. So I'm pretty good on money. But you can also go here and you can also train in different weapons. You can learn different things, like you can throw sand in somebody's face, and that's an achievement. You got to train that. You can also use a long pike and you know, take people's legs out from under them. There's a lot of different ways to kill enemies. There's the fast travel system I like as well, which is something that I just use. The only con that I would say is definitely the controls. If you're having problems with this game, try just holding down the right trigger and A, and it will kind of just move your thumbstick around. Sometimes he won't do what you want him to do, but I found that if you just keep plugging away at it, you'll eventually get it. It's really frustrating on the timed missions, and some of the tombs are pretty frustrating, but you'll get through them. I mean, if I can get through them, anybody can.
Buongiorno.
This was the upgrades that I was talking about. Probably about a third of the way through the game, you'll discover this and be able to upgrade it. And there's there's different upgrades that you can do. 15% off. All the retailers. You can upgrade different places in the actual town,
Buon viaggio.
and that will increase the city's value. And you can get your money that's stored over here, which is, I have 26,000 florins. Also in this little, I would say, mansion, you've got all of your weapons. Now the one nice thing that would have been cool to have in this game is the ability to change weapons and stuff on the fly, but you actually got to come here and change your weapons to re-equip them, as well as your swords and all that stuff. I've got the best sword in the game, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. But you can't go into your inventory and change it, which is kind of it makes sense. It's more realistic, but wouldn't really hang this game's hat on realism. So that's that. There's a bunch of different shopkeepers. You can upgrade all of your pouches and stuff like that. Here's the training area. Like I said, this game is just mounds and mounds and mounds better than the first one. I would definitely, chances are, if you like the Assassin's Creed series, you've already either bought this one or played it and beat it. But if you're on the fence like me and kind of got mixed feelings about the first one, for sure, I would definitely give this game a try. It's definitely worth the $8 to rent. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna buy this one just because it's pretty straightforward. No single player or no multiplayer to really give you the ability to a good replay value, but the achievements are very attainable. I'm gonna leave 4 off the hook. I don't think I'll ever be able to get this one right here, the unlock 10 or kill 10 enemies while remaining in conflict. That one's gonna be tough, but all these others, they're tied to each other, so you'll just have to boost that a little bit. There's 100 feathers in the game, which is different than the flags, but as long as you're in eagle vision, you should be able to spot them. But other than that, it looks like I'm short on time. Overall, this game gets an 8.5 in my book. Just the only thing leaving it back is controls. This is Kyle, aka Moronic Cow. Talk to you guys later. Peace.